I never thought I would add another video game series in addition to Path of Exile 1 and Path of Exile 2 on my main channel. But after nearly beating No Rest for the Wicked for the very first time, I am confident in saying this game, I'm moving it to the main channel for news and interesting discussions about it. I've really fallen in love playing this game. It's unlike anything I've ever touched before, and it looks like its future is pretty bright. Of course, more content about it will be coming on this channel, mainly gameplay focused stuff, just like I do for PoE 2 and PoE 1, but I'm ready almost to release a review, an incomprehensive review of No Rest for the Wicked on that first channel, and I will probably reach out once I have some end game experience and another playthrough on a different weapon, or an interview with the game director on No Rest for the Wicked, Thomas Mahler. But what am I thinking right now? Okay, what's going on in No Rest for the Wicked? Because unfortunately, there were some snafus with my microphone on the last through gameplay sessions for it, and I actually balled out for a couple of reasons. So I will now put gameplay in the background of this video instead of my face and just discuss my current progress in the game. I am in the final area currently in No Rest for the Wicked's early access period, completing what I believe to be the last quest, the Weeping Sisters quest. I fought Sewer Rakan and I beat him on my 6th try. I was incredibly proud of myself, especially because I spent 4.5 hours on the Riven twins. But this guy, I just understood his attacks, and more importantly, I listened to the comments. Thank you for leaving me some advice, and began to use my rune attack. I had no idea how powerful this would truly be. The rune attack does a tremendous amount of damage with the greatsword, and as long as you time it properly, when a boss is finishing up an animation or they're stunned, it can chunk it down by about a third, as I did in the Sewer Rakan fight, which, by the way, the second phase I totally called because I beat phase 1 way too quickly. There was no way it was just going to be that. It was a splendid fight. I got some awesome loot from it, and on the topic of loot, I started upgrading my gear with the gems, the socketables. I think in this game they're called infusions, and that also made a huge difference. I have some life regeneration going on, some life steal, and that has made a substantial improvement to just me being able to tank hits and then return blows on enemies and just heal right up with not needing to eat food or use my rune heal and save up all that focus for the big attack. Now, I'm currently investigating the way I can upgrade my claymore, because some people were pondering in the comments over whether or not I've found runes to insert into my weapon, and the answer is no. I've not found a single rune to insert in my weapon. I don't know how to get those. I've gone to the rune vendor. She doesn't have any. I haven't found any in chests. I haven't found any special greatswords, any unique greatswords on this particular playthrough yet. So I have no idea how I'm supposed to get more rune attacks. It looks like I have 3 more slots in my weapon, 4 total. I've just been using the one and it is busted. I think to get a broader perspective on No Rest for the Wicked, I will need to play through a couple other play styles in addition to Greatsword. I've watched some gameplay of my friend playing with double daggers, and that just seems like a whole different experience. And I really enjoy that, okay? Because if you look and contrast with Path of Exile 2, at the end of the day, a lot of the weapons do feel samey quite quick. A lot of the skills feel similar, far too fast, but in No Rest for the Wicked, they look pretty different all throughout the game. Now, I have been warned that No Rest for the Wicked gets incredibly zoomy once you reach endgame, which I think I'm about at. I think once I finish out this quest, I'm done with the core content that's there for early access. It's supposed to be doubled once 1.0 hits with the last system overhaul and the like, but I can't imagine my greatsword getting zoomy at all, or combat getting zoomy. Maybe it will, but zoomy to me is an interesting definition, because with zoomy, I also include a significant number of monsters that you have to zoom through, blast through, clear the entire screen in a single blow, because that's what we're ultimately talking about. I guess I just can't picture a game in which I'm not going to have to interact with these individual monsters. I'm sure there are busted builds out there, but I don't think a player like myself will be able to reach them. That's the big thing with Path of Exile 2, right? Normal players, players who understand how the game works and just utilize its mechanics, get to that state quite quickly where they can blast through packs of monsters and kill endgame bosses in 10, 15 seconds pretty easily. No Rest for the Wicked. Maybe that is the case. I haven't experienced it yet. I've just been warned about it. So we'll see if I have enough ingenuity to make that happen with this first Great Sword build. Now, I also know that even though I might be almost done with the campaign, there is the Gauntlet mode, which I have not touched at all, and there's this entire town to build and flesh out. So I'll definitely be working on those two things. One big problem I have with the game right now is the starting of a new character. I tried to start a new character on this realm and discovered that the whole entire realm levels up with my character. So I cannot play a new character because the realm has leveled up with the highest level character in the realm. So I walk into the Mariner's Keep and it's a level 20 area. That's weird. How am I supposed to start a new character on this realm? Can I not start a new character on this realm? Do I have to create a brand new realm and then swap that character from its realm to my current realm? That whole system seems a little funky, but I suppose that is just how this game is designed, because the last thing I'd like to talk about in this video is the beauty of the world and its connectedness and verticality. That's something that I didn't realize was going to be a big factor in No Rest for the Wicked until I found secret entrances to the Orban Glades from Sacra and to the sewer from Sacra, and seeing how you go to the meadows and you can go from the meadows all the way down to the Mariner's Keep and the Shallows. Beautiful. Seeing these areas that you were in many hours ago, I think I'm almost at 20 hours now, from the end game areas essentially, is wondrous. I cannot wait to see how they continue to develop that as they double the number of zones in the game. I also saw a map of this whole locale, and it looks like they have a wide variety of places in addition to what they currently have. We've got the dungeons with the sewers and the dark caves. We have woodlands. We have the beaches, and that's about it at this point. We also might be getting some snowy areas, maybe a desert, and in addition to just the new environments that we're going to see, I can't wait to see the type of monsters that we'll see there too. No Rest for the Wicked has just been a phenomenal experience so far. I'm glad I pushed through it. If you have not given it a go, I heavily recommend popping in. And if you'd like to see more No Rest for the Wicked gameplay, subscribe to this channel and make sure to like this video, you guys. Leave a comment about your experiences below, and make sure to go to subscribe to my main channel as well. There should be a No Rest for the Wicked review in full posted over there in good time.